What's up, everybody? Clint Esposito here with another episode of the Clint Files. Today, we're going to talk about fitness trackers, specifically the Fitbit Ionic. I've never had a fitness tracker, and my real reason for wanting to get one was solely the heart rate monitor function, just so I could see where I train at and how long I push. And then at least you have, instead of just going off of how you feel, you actually have like some kind of metric that you can measure if you really put in as much effort as you thought you did or you were just tired. So we'll start with that. That's the reason I got it, and I've been enjoying that and just seeing how long you get your heart rate up, how high your heart rate actually gets. So all of this is good information to have, and it allows you sometimes. So I used to ride my bicycle and I would go up the mountain and I'd be like, oh, I'm totally winded. And now with the fitness tracker on, being able to see my heart rate, sometimes I'll think I'm like tired, and then I look at it and I go, oh, it's only 150. And I'm like, you could go higher than that. So then it is actually making me push harder to get my heart rate higher when I'm trying to do cardio sessions like that. I'll switch us over so you can look at all the features here of the Fitbit Ionic. It has built-in GPS, swim tracking. They actually have workouts on the watch itself, so you can follow it there. It has 24/7 heart rate, and it stores your music. So you can put, oh no, it says something like 200 songs on here. I put literally 0 songs on it so far, but and there are 3 different designs, as you guys can see. Very durable. Oh, I guess if you're on audio, you are not seeing it. And then they have different bands for it, yada yada. So here's a feature I like. When you turn it up, it automatically comes on. That way you can see it tells me my steps, the calories burned, and my heart rate and the time right on the standard thing. So right now we're looking through the app. And today's not a good day because I have 0 minutes. I've pretty much been in here the whole day. So we're going to go to Wednesday, July 15th, where I worked doing manual labor type of stuff. So I actually got in 19,337 steps, 50 floors, 7.96 miles of walking, and 4,325 calories. Now, like I said, actually having the metrics to go off of to be like, I didn't burn that many calories today, I burnt a lot, or I wasn't active that much, I think just helps you basically figure out what you need to do to, it gives you a standard to say, I didn't burn, I have a goal, I want to burn or whatever, 2,000 calories. 3,000. I like to try and burn at least 3,000 calories. I haven't done shit today, so we're probably in trouble on that one. But it's good to have all this stuff. The other thing that I didn't realize, once I saw that they had it, I was kind of excited about, that I'd never used, and that's your sleep tracker. So last night, I got a score of 82. They give you a full score, although a lot of nights I don't sleep enough hours to get a full score. But I slept, they gave me an 82. I slept for 6 hours and 8 minutes. Now I've slept for longer and gotten a worse score, so they're doing some kind of tracking. They track awake time, REM sleep, light sleep, and deep sleep. And now the cool thing, see here it says awake 46 minutes, REM sleep an hour and 26 minutes, light sleep 3 hours and 32 minutes, and deep sleep 1 hour and 10 minutes. And it even has, if you go into this thing here, it even has what each segment of sleep does. So this says you are awake for 46 minutes. It's typical to see 10 to 30 minutes awake time each night. But because these are short moments, you don't really remember them. And then REM sleep, you were 21% in REM sleep. REM typically occurs later at night and has been shown to be important for your memory and mood. During this stage, dreams are more vivid, heart rate is elevated, and breathing is faster. So that's how they're telling when you're in that. 51% in light sleep. You might not know it, but light sleep is really important. It typically makes up most of your night and promotes mental and physical restoration. When you take a nap, basically, because I take naps all the time and it shows me just in light sleep, but it's refreshing. And then deep sleep, 17%. Deep sleep helps with physical recovery and aspects of memory and learning. If you're feeling extra refreshed, you likely spent some solid time in this stage. What did I do? 1 hour and 10 minutes. I've slept longer and not gotten that much deep sleep, so that's pretty good. So I like it. The other thing that I realized, they do your resting heart rate for each day, which is on this app as well. So it'll show you what your resting heart rate for that day was. And the key to that, I heard some people talk about it, so then I decided to research it. And the key to that is the slower your heart beats while resting, the better recovered you are from physical, physical exertion or even mental exertion, stress and stuff like that. So if you work out a bunch of days in a row and your heart rate is higher than it was previously, when I first got this thing, my heart rate when I slept was at 47. And then because I have this thing and I keep trying to make the numbers go up, my resting heart rate has been, I think it was 49 one night since, and every other night it's been like 50 to 52, which isn't too crazy, but basically showing that I could use some more recovery time, or just like a day off or a lighter day or something like that, which is a great thing to know, because especially when I was young, I was a maniac, and every day I was just like, if you're not doing something, you're losing fitness. So it's good to have something that'll be like, hey, chill out. You don't need to try and kill it again today. So overall, obviously I've never had another fitness tracker, but I really do like the Ionic. It looks pretty good. It's really light, which at first I was like, feels chintzy, but if you're going to have a watch on to run and stuff like that, it doesn't need to be really heavy. That's more of a like, you go out to the bar or something, you need your heavy fancy watch on. But I rode motocross with it, mountain bikes, and done regular workouts with it so far. When I do workout, I'll get like one of those sweat wristbands, or even when I go to work, because I like to wear it at work just because there's a lot of, it's a physical type of work, so I'm always carrying things, so I like to just track it. So I'll actually get a sweat wristband and I'll put it over top of it. That way I don't just trash the watch while I'm at work. But overall, I would say that fitness trackers, I don't really, like I said, it's interesting to see. I don't care about steps or miles, really. I go by time active, calories burned, and heart rate. Those are the three things that I like. But I guess if you are more of a basic or I guess if you're not even into fitness and you're just trying to improve your health at all, just having the metric of I took this many steps today and trying to reach a mile goal or a step goal is a good start. Once you get to, I move pretty often anyway, I like to try and really see how many calories I can burn, how long I can get my, like what heart rates you get in. Basically working, carrying stone around and stuff all day. One day I was in fat burning zone for like 6 hours or something. So, that's good to figure out. But even that, you can figure out which zones you're burning fat and when you're improving cardio, because they're different heart rate zones. So all of this is just good intel to have. They also have a feature where you can log your food or your water, but I don't really do any of that. I do log water every once in a while, but I drink way more. It says 64 ounces, which is half a gallon, and I pretty much always drink at least half a gallon a day. I usually try and do a gallon, so that's not really a super big issue for me. But I do recommend the fitness tracker. We're going to end this. I do recommend the fitness tracker. And like I said, Ionic's good. I'm sure the Casio one's good if you can get it set up. I'm sure whichever, I don't remember the other brands that I saw. I'm sure that they're good. But Fitbit has been around for a long time. I want to say they're probably made the whole full day wearable fitness tracker genre period. So they have it pretty well figured out. And I like the Ionic. It looks cool. And like I said, tracks everything I wanted to track and stuff I didn't even know I wanted to track. Now I just need to figure out how to sleep better. I took magnesium last night. Maybe that was the deal. All right, people. Ionic, Fitbit, review, and heart rate monitor little ditty podcast. If you guys have any questions about heart rate monitors or anything like that, or any type of fitness or nutrition stuff, send a question in. Clint Files or Freethinker TV. I pretty much check all that stuff. Send us some questions. Any people you think that we should talk to. If you're a person you'd like to be on and talk about some of this holistic nutrition and pain killing and all that type of stuff, please hit me up. Always looking for guests. And check us out on freethinker.tv and Freethinker on everything else. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook now, YouTube, Twitch, all of it. Check us out.